G'day, Eric Backer, naturopath from New Zealand. I got a question from a lady here in England, and it is, what do you think of genetic testing? Is it any good for Candida? Well, I'm no fan of genetic testing at all. Probably like I'm no fan of getting my horoscope done or getting my tarot cards done, stuff like that. Not that it's all hocus-pocus. Genetic testing is very, very good, but I think it's in its infancy still. So when we look at SNIPS, single nucleotide polymorphisms, or just small pieces of our DNA, it can give us some valuable information, but it can also create real headaches for people. And it's only information. It's not based on the type of person that you are, your lifestyle habits, for example. So imagine if you got a beautiful 10,000 piece puzzle. Have you guys made any puzzles? They're amazing, aren't they? Until a cat jumps on them and knocks all the pieces off or something like that, or the wind comes along. But imagine a puzzle, but then it's 10,000 pieces, but then someone only gives you 1,400 pieces and the rest of them are not there. That's what genetic testing is about, okay? We've mapped out the whole genome, okay? It was mapped out a few years back now. So we know all our DNA, but we haven't really got genetic health testing down to a point where we've worked out every single little problem of the whole body. So you're given part of the information. So, and also doesn't factor into account your habits or the type of person you are. It may, for example, say that your risk of a cancer, like lung cancer or liver cancer, is very low. But if you're going to smoke 30, 40 cigarettes a day and be under high stress, you could be a sitting duck for cancer. So, and genes are something that changes constantly. Every minute of the day, your genes are influenced hugely by the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act. So we are an incredibly complicated machine, okay? And our genes are influenced by so many different factors. Many of them in our control, but many beyond our control. So to look at a piece of paper, to me, it's no more different than picking up an astrology report, You take it any way you want to, but genetic testing is not for me. And I'm glad I'm not living in an age yet where everything will be governed by gene testing. I can see it coming up in many, many years ahead, particularly when we've developed humans to a high degree with artificial intelligence. And I don't want to be around when those days come. That to me will be, I'd say, 50 to 100 years from now. I can't imagine a future of not knowing if a person's real or a robot or whatever. And gene testing at that point will be down to a fine art, and it just doesn't interest me. And you can take it any way you want, but I just don't get turned on by that kind of stuff, and I also can't see its relevance at all for Candida. Candida to me is very much a lifestyle-based event. So the stronger your body, the more ability you're going to resist Candida and bacterial and viral and parasitic infections. And that strength you build up, it depends a lot on your habits and your way of thinking. Remember one of my favorite sayings? People don't decide on their future, they decide on their habits. And the habits will decide on the future for that person. So try and cultivate good habits in your life and throw the gene testing in the bin. That's my 10 cents worth. Thanks for tuning in.